guys, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and if not, I hope your day gets better. In this video, we are going to be recreating a set I saw off TikTok. I've been wanting to do a set kind of like this for a while now, so I decided why not. So yeah, let's get started. I already did my prep. I already did my peel off base coat. Next, I am going to go ahead and glue on my tips, and I'm using base coat to cure on my tips. And the reason why I use base coat is whenever I have a peel off, like regular nail glue doesn't stick on. So yeah, I use base coat. So then next I am going to go ahead and go in with my nail tip cutter, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut these down to the desired length. Once I've done that, I am going to go ahead and go in with my fine grit sanding band, and I'm just going to go ahead and remove the shine off the tips, also making sure that I blend where I glued on the tip. Alright, so then next I am going to go ahead and go in with some base coat. Now for this application of the base coat, it is going to be a little bit different. Usually I do all hands, like not all hands, like all fingers, but this time I'm only doing my ring finger, my middle finger, and my thumb. I'm going to be putting base coat and then curing for like 30 seconds. And the reason why I'm doing this is because like the other two nails are a little bit different. You'll see down like later like how I do those nails. So yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to work this way. So yeah, once I have the base coat cured, I am going to go ahead and go in with this first bead of Daydream from MAKARTT. And this used to be like one of my favorite nudes. It was this one, a siesta. But ever since I found Le Corel, that's just like my favorite go-to. I just think it's a very pretty nude, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and work the polygel onto the tip area. And I'm making sure, I work it from sidewall to sidewall, making sure everything is nice and smooth and even. And then the rest I like drag up towards, the cuticle area. And then, yeah, I try to make sure I keep this part as even as possible, and mainly work, like the first bead where the tip is, because I do want it to be a little bit thicker there, because after I cure this, I am going to go ahead and go in with my second bead. And if you know, like, I like to do my sets using the 2-bead method. There are people that could do the 1-bead method, and kudos to you, but I just can't. But yeah, but next I am gonna go ahead and go in with the second bead. Here I do it like when I place the bead, it's more like a little ball, and then I just work the polygel from sidewall to sidewall, pushing the polygel like ever so slightly in. I'm letting my brush basically do all the work. But yeah, I just do that over and over, like back to back, making sure that when I start dragging, like once I have the apex how I want it, I start dragging the rest of the polygel, towards the tip and stuff. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for the application. It's the same application like always. I will let you guys watch some of this application, and then I'll come in and chit chat with you guys. So for my index finger, I am going to be doing this as an ombre. So I am working the polygel, on the cuticle area. I did put a little bit too much, but that's okay because I do end up scraping some off. And honestly, I feel like it wouldn't have looked that bad, but yeah. So once I have that cured, I am going to go in with some base coat, and without curing, I am going to go ahead and go in with this glitter. And I got this, I think, from Tulips. It's one of my local nail stores. But yeah, so I was going to put, use the brush, but then I was like, you know what, and that's just gonna take forever. So I just ended up dipping it ever so slightly in, and then next I am using my brush, to create that ombre. And yeah, I mean, I'm doing it this way because I use these glitters only for myself, and yeah, but anyways, next, once I have that cured, I am going to go ahead and just go in with one more layer of base coat. And then I am going to go in and encapsulate with some clear. Now, the reason why I do one more layer of base coat on top of the glitter is just because sometimes, applying polygel and it's an uneven surface. I don't know. I just don't like it. I feel like it doesn't come out even. So yeah, that's what I do. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this nail. And then once I have that cured, I am going to go ahead and work on my pinky. Now, so for my pinky, we're going to do basically the same thing. I'm going to put base coat all over, the nail. And before curing, I am going to go ahead and just dip it in to the blue glitter, and then just making sure that it's just nice and packed in there. And then yeah, I'm gonna do one more layer of base coat, and then once I have cured that, I am gonna go ahead and go in with clear. Now I do want to say, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, but once I dip in the glitter with the base coat, and I have it how I want it, I go ahead and cure it, and then I go in with this another layer of base coat. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, next I'm just gonna go ahead and encapsulate this nail, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the application. Right, so now it's time for the nail art. So for the nail art, I am going to be doing some rhinestones. I've been wanting to do a buchona nail set for so long, a little Latina nail set. And I don't know, this picture inspired me. So yeah, I had asked Anthony too. I was like, should I do this day? He's like, yeah, but I think you should do in blue instead of red. Blue is his favorite color. So I was like, okay. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it in blue. So what I'm doing here is just I am doing the rhinestone placement first. I just figured why not. I do end up doing in sections because rhinestones sometimes move around. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was easier working in sections and then just flash cure. And then once I was done, I did end up, curing a full 30 to 60 seconds. But yeah, I'll let you guys watch this part, and then I'll come in once I start doing my ring finger. ring finger, what I'm going to first do is I'm going to do some rhinestone placements. So, I've never done this before. This is like super exciting. Like this nail was like my favorite nail to do, honestly. So what I'm doing first is I'm doing the rhinestone placement. Now, some rhinestones aren't exactly the same as the picture, but I tried to do like the closest thing as possible. So yeah, here we are. So I'm gonna do like the middle of the flower, you know, so this is what's gonna be, you know, like in the middle of the flower. And then next, I am trying out this trend that I seen. So I seen people get their clear 3D sculpting gel. So I'm gonna put a decent amount right here. And then I don't have like a white color, you know, like 3D sculpting gel. So I figured I'm try this little viral trick. I seen that like you just mix in a little bit of, you know, nail polish or gel polish onto the sculpting gel, and then yeah, you just mix it in really well. Now, I ain't even gonna lie, like at first I really doubted it because it wasn't coming out, but I just kept messing with it until finally it started getting that consistency that I wanted. I could have done it a little bit more white, but honestly, I wasn't mad at it. I really liked how it still came out. It still had like a very nice white to it. So next I am gonna start doing the petals for the, you know, flower, and honestly, like, again, I did have a little trouble. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had a little trouble doing this because I've never done a flower like this, you know, so it was new, but honestly, it was so much fun. Like, I don't know, like I said earlier, this was my favorite nail out of all of them. Like, I think they all looked pretty, but I don't know, just something about this nail, and then my pointer finger, you guys are gonna see later. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I'm going to be doing the 3D flower on, like, I do the big 2 petals on the ends, and then on the sides it's just gonna be like 4 or 5 little petals going around. And yeah, that's basically it for this nail right here. So for the pointer finger, we're doing something similar, but this one only has 3 petals. So it's 1 big petal like right down the middle, and then there's 2 little small ones like on the sides. And yeah, that's basically it. I do end up putting like 3 long rhinestones like towards the blue ombre. I don't know what rhinestones she had used. I think they were these, or I think there were other ones, but I don't know. I just really loved how these 3 came out, like you guys will see later down. But yeah, I'll let you guys finish watching like this stuff. So I wasn't too sure what to do with my thumb. I was gonna do some more 3D flowers, but then I was like, I don't know. I didn't feel like mixing more. So I've been wanting to use this heart right here, and I figured, why not use it? So that's what I'm gonna do. Just like my middle finger. This is just gonna go down, you know, like a thing of rhinestones. That's basically what this is gonna be. Alright, so this is how the nails came out. Now, they're not exactly like the picture, you know, for the recreation, but it is a little bit similar. I did change up the colors. Instead of red, I did blue. And then certain rhinestones I just didn't have, or I didn't like how it looked. So I changed it up a little bit. I wasn't sure what she did for her thumb. So yeah, and then I wasn't sure what to do for my thumb. So yeah, I don't know. I just kept it as is. I'm sorry I didn't talk much about me today. I honestly didn't feel like it. Maybe on Thursday. Today I've just been in this weird little like oomph, and I'm really sorry. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good 4th of July. I hope you guys were safe and all that. I have a funny story about my 4th of July, but I'll tell you guys again like on Thursday. I don't know, today I just feel kind of just blah. But but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It truly means the world to me. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys like these kinds of videos, let me know, like this type of nail art, let me know. I'm down to do more like buchona Latina like nails, you know. But yeah, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye.